The next time you're in the mood for a comforting bowl of soup, you have to try this healthy broccoli cheddar soup recipe. It has a sneaky ingredient inside that adds both fiber and protein, but it tastes remarkably like the kind you'd buy from a restaurant. It has all the comfort and flavor that you love without using butter, flour, or heavy cream. To get started, you'll need to dice half of a yellow onion and mince 1 clove of garlic. You can also go ahead and chop 1 pound of broccoli into smaller pieces and peel and shred 1 large carrot. Set those aside, then open 1 15-ounce can of white beans. This is our secret ingredient to help thicken up the soup, while also adding in extra fiber and plant-based protein. Drain and rinse the beans, then add them to a blender along with 4 cups of water. I also like to add in a half cup of unsalted cashews, which adds extra creaminess to the soup, but you can leave them out if you need a nut-free recipe. Blend that together until it's totally smooth and creamy, then set it aside. In a large pot over medium-high heat, add a tablespoon of olive oil and sauté the onion until it starts to soften, which takes about 5 minutes. Now add in the minced garlic and stir for another minute or just until it starts to smell fragrant. Now you can pour in that blended liquid and add in the chopped broccoli and shredded carrot. Season it with 2 teaspoons of fine sea salt and a half teaspoon of black pepper. Then bring the liquid to a boil. Once it's boiling, lower the heat and cover the pot with a lid so the broccoli can cook until it's very tender, about 15 minutes. When the broccoli is soft, transfer roughly 3 cups of the soup to a blender. Be sure to grab any large pieces of broccoli that you see, so there won't be any large chunks in the final soup. When blending hot liquids, be sure to remove the vent cover in your blender's lid so steam can safely escape as you blend. I like to cover the vent with a thin towel to let the steam escape without letting hot soup splash out as it blends. Blend the soup briefly so the broccoli is pulsed into smaller pieces but not totally pureed. This way you'll still have plenty of texture in the final soup. Now return the blended soup back to the pot. Alternatively, you can also use an immersion blender to blend the soup directly in your pot on the stove. Now it's time to add in the cheese. You'll need 4 ounces of sharp cheddar cheese for this recipe, and you'll get the best results when you use a block of cheese that you need to shred at home. The pre-shredded cheese that you buy from the store is usually coated in some sort of powder to help prevent it from sticking together in the bag. And if you use that in this soup, it will give you a slightly more grainy and less creamy texture. Add the shredded cheese to the soup and stir until it's melted. Then you can adjust any seasoning to taste. I usually add in an extra 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And if you'd like a slightly thinner soup, you can also add in a little more water. Serve this broccoli cheddar soup warm with any extra toppings you love. It reminds me of a soup from Panera, but this one has extra fiber in each bite. You can store any leftover soup in an airtight container in the fridge for up to 5 days. This is one of my favorite make-ahead lunches because it's comforting and tastes more indulgent than it actually is. I hope you'll enjoy this broccoli cheddar soup recipe soon, and be sure to check out my other videos here for more fast and easy real food recipes.